Heard you holding the fort. Yo, between me and you, keep a tool in New York. Cause I'm tired now, not lazy. Still got the Mercedes. That's my bitch riding around. You know the windows and sense. It's all in together, but still it's real. Gotta cook, gotta clean, got babies to feed. It's real, but the space is right. Mean crib, I live with my ways. Plus,
what is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Got a really interesting fragrance to take a look at today, and one that I've wanted to review for a really long time. I've told the story how in the past, when I bought my first niche fragrance 4 years ago, I went to Barney's, and there was quite possibly the hottest woman that I've ever seen in my life at the fragrance counter, and I said, I want a cold weather fragrance that you love. Price doesn't matter. What do you like on guys? And one she suggested was Muscat Vajor. I don't remember one. There were four. So one Muscat Vajor, one I don't remember. One was a Vetiver Extraordinaire, which I bought from Frederick Mom. And one was this guy, Sushi Imperiale by Bois 1920. And I remember looking at the name and just thinking, what the fuck, sushi? Like, I don't want this. And then about 2 years ago, I ordered 4 samples from Lucky Scent. Jubilation 25 by Bois, Back to Black by Killian, Black Afghano by Nasamato, and Sushi Imperiale by Bois 1920. And I really love all of them. I have the other 3, and now that foursome is complete. I saw a 50 ml of this guy online for $85, and I think it retails for $145. So at $85, I jumped and ordered it. It came to like $100 with shipping and tax, but to me, that's a really good deal for a niche fragrance of such quality. And Bois 1920 is really a throwback house. In 1920, a gentleman named Guido Gallardi was really into the way different things smelled, and so he got into the art of making perfume, and he had a store called Boga Italiana Spigo in Florence, Italy. And for a little while, the store did really well locally. Locally, it did well, but regionally, it really wasn't that big. And 5 short years later, he had to close his shop up. His son Renato was not into fragrances. He didn't want to continue the family business, but Renato's son Enzo, Guido's grandson, really did love fragrance and decided to start studying fragrance and learn the business. And in 2005, he founded Bois 1920 in honor of his grandfather, and he went back to look at the fragrances that his grandfather was making and wanted to bring them back to life. And so you guys know, Enzo has another perfumery called Odori, which has some excellent scents as well, including the wonderful tobacco fragrance. I think Barney's has both lines. I think Min New York has both lines, and I think Lucky Scent has 1 or 2 from Odori. So they're all really relatively easy to find online. The retail for Sushi Imperiale is $145 for 50 ml and $205 for 100 ml. And Bois currently has 23 fragrances in their collection. Now, Sushi Imperiale was a 1920 creation. It comes in an eau de toilette concentration, and the perfumer on this is Enzo Gallardi. The notes are bergamot, mandarin, orange, and lemon at the top, pepper, nutmeg, jasmine, rose, star anise, and cinnamon in the middle, and sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, tonka bean, and Madagascar vanilla in the base. Now, when you get a Bois 1920 fragrance, they come in this sort of sleeve that just says the Bois 1920, and the box is really, really nice. It has some information about the fragrance on the back in Italian and in English. Beautiful gold pattern, a nice an O on the side and an O on the other side, and at the top, Bois 1920. And then when you open your box up, you get a little pamphlet that talks about the different fragrances and the lineup, and there's a box inside like so, Bois 1920, and a little foam insert so that the fragrance will sit securely when it's in this box. Just get it in there, and then you close it up, you throw it back in your box with the pamphlet, and that's the box for Bois 1920. And I have to tell you, I really do like the box on this. I think it's a great box for a niche fragrance. The bottle's really nice too. The bottle has a frosted glass going across it up to here where it gets transparent completely. Bois 1920, the only way you know that this is Sushi Imperiale is because on the bottom it says Sushi Imperiale. Your cap is wooden. It also says Bois 1920, and you've got a very decent atomizer that does do a good job of shooting out juice. So I think a classy, well done presentation from Bois 1920. I'm a big fan of the presentation on this. And it's also a truly wonderful fragrance. It's a great, I would say this is a great niche scent for beginners. It sort of reminds me of a cross between Amber Narguilé by Hermes, Opium by Yves Saint Laurent for men, Opium Homme, and Chergui by Serge Lutens. It's sort of got that dryness of Chergui with that full apple-like pie festive spirit of Amber Narguilé, and then just a sort of dry fruitiness of Opium pour Homme. But this is a fairly dry scent. Even though there's a heavy pie spice vibe to it, just know that it's not really a gourmand. What you're going to get is some very dry, almost dusty citrus at the top. So think if like someone dried out orange peel and then sprinkled that orange peel with star anise, pepper, nutmeg, cinnamon, and vanilla. That's your top. As it dries down, you get a little bit of sandalwood and some vetiver, and that's sort of also where it reminds me a lot of Opium pour Homme by YSL. But I think this smells far more natural, and you can tell that there's better materials used in making Sushi Imperiale. I would say that this is a fairly linear fragrance, and I like that because I really dig the spiced toddy note. It's beautiful, and the reason why I finally ponied up and bought this fragrance was because of that spiced toddy note. This is going to do best for you in fall and winter. I think you could wear this in cool spring air. I don't think I would recommend wearing this in the summertime. It is definitely unisex, though I think a man would probably prefer this to a woman. And there are lots of occasions to wear this out at night, I think is where this would shine. But you could certainly wear it on dates. You could wear it on casual days. Work is certainly appropriate, in my opinion, for Sushi Imperiale. It's a people pleaser, and it's going to get you compliments. Longevity is pretty good on this one. Pretty good for an EDT as well, about 8 to 10 hours, and I get about 6 to 7 of projection. Faint sillage trail, nothing to write home about, but not bad either. Breaking Sushi Imperiale down for final analysis and ranking, let me say this. If you have a lot of niche fragrances, this might be more of the same for you. If you own Amber Narguilé, then I think you have the best in the genre. So this might seem redundant. But if you're just starting to dip your toe into the niche pool, this is a great place to start because the price is fair and the fragrance isn't too far out there. It's very well blended, it's very appealing, and it has a nice real appealing nature to it. It's very versatile. You could wear this for dress-up occasions with real confidence. I really need to look at more from Bois 1920. You know, this is my first experience with the house, so I don't have a real feel for their style yet and their quality level, but I'm impressed by this one, and I really, as I said, I really like the packaging on this. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. I don't know that I could say this is a completely original fragrance, and the performance to me is a tad bit lacking for niche, but on the other side of the equation, this is really easy to like, and there are high-end materials used in this composition. It's well blended, and it is most definitely a people pleaser. Anyway, that is this week's episode of Maximilian Must Know. I'll see you guys again real soon with a couple more videos next week. Please don't forget to check out my companion blog, MaximilianMustKnow.com, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Maximilian.
What they gonna do to us? That's outlandish. We in the club with guns, you take out camping. Damn, it's take out for my side hoes. I mess up, make a fucker with my side hoes. Bring your friend, menage a trois hoes in the tie hole. If she thick but a